I was always thinking, and in the top of my mind, it was this blue ocean versus red ocean concept, because of course I wanted my blue ocean company, and I was always searching, looking for innovation, for something that could create a breakthrough for my company, for the network, for the distributors. And during that process of many years, I noticed that the majority of the network marketing companies are actually competing in red oceans. And even though they grow, some of them have grown very fast. We can just talk about the juices in network marketing company. How many juices companies have you known about? I can name a lot of them, because during those years between the 2000s, between 2000 and 2015, let's say it was a window of 15 years, there were literally hundreds of juice companies in network marketing. How many exist today? That's a good question. Maybe a very few. The majority disappeared. And some of them even sold more than $1 billion per year. And today they don't exist because they were actually in red oceans, even though they had maybe the top most famous leaders in this industry. I know them as well. And they were their top leaders, and they knew the compensation plan by heart, and they did amazing trainings, but that was enough. That was not enough because they didn't have technology, they didn't have real innovation. And I knew all of that during these 5 years of operating that first network marketing company that I founded and launched. So I was always thinking about these blue ocean products, trying to find an answer to the challenge that I had in front of me. And suddenly, in 2009, after a lot of prayers, after always never giving up, never, I understood that this journey, this life is all about never giving up and having the capacity to step up when things are really difficult. So those years were really difficult for me, but I always kept walking and moving forward. And that worked for me because the answer to those prayers came with Dr. Villit, as you know, Dr. Edeas, who met me in Mexico City. I didn't even I didn't need to be in Japan first. He was in Mexico City. So I know I attracted him in some way among 7 billion people. I met a PhD in nanotechnology, the expert in the world of postbiotics, in longevity, an amazing scientist, an amazing businessman, an amazing human being, and he was entering into the office of a young entrepreneur that had his red ocean company. And during a 1-hour meeting, I showed him the 90 different products that I had, and we talked a little bit about the industry, and he confirmed that he had really an innovation, and that all his research had been focused on mitochondria, microbiota, and that I should try to visit him one day in Japan. And that one day was 3 days after. Immediately after he left my office, I bought the plane tickets. And 3 days after, I was arriving to Tokyo. And you know the story. During that trip, I decided to open Sanki. We decided to found Sanki Global. I flew back in November 2009. And in February, March 2010, Sanki Mexico started its operations. And immediately we started growing really fast. We didn't have the IT infrastructure. We didn't have the customer care, the customer support that a network marketing company needs. We didn't have the marketing. We didn't have videos. We didn't have anything, but we grew very fast. And during those first years, Our revenue was really exploding just in Mexico. And after 5 years of nonstop growth, we decided to open the USA, the United States of America, because our leaders thought that we were ready. I also thought that we were ready, and we were not. Being brutally honest, we were not ready at all. But that's part of failing and not giving up. So even though we have the best products on earth, a true blue ocean technology, that was not enough because we didn't have the IT infrastructure. We didn't have many of the things that the American market needed. So that big excitement that we had to open the USA slowly started going down and down and down. And what happened is that we needed to regroup and stop having all those big expenses that we were having for the American market in those first years of the opening of the USA. And we focused on building on Latin America instead of trying to grow in the USA, which we knew we were not ready. So 2016 went by, 17, 18, 19, 2020. And at the end, we were always trying to fix all the issues. We have always tried to do that. While we were growing in Latin America during all those years, the USA never exploded, never grew as it deserved. And for me, all these years were again a search on how to find an answer to really grow globally, because that has always been my vision. How can we share our amazing technologies and our philosophy of leadership in the world, not only in a couple of countries? So the last test was at the beginning of this year, when I met Angela, by the way, in Florida, in Tampa, and other leaders that were really starting to grow in the USA. And immediately we started facing, again, a lot of issues on the IT side, on our systems. And we tried to fix them. And we have been trying all this year to fix all of them. We have not stopped. But I always felt that we were always late, that the needs that the market, what was the market demanding was way farther away than what we were actually having. So it was very frustrating. And again, these prayers and this search ended up with an answer, because I knew we had the Formula One engine. If we think in racing, Formula One, we have an engine of Formula One, but the car, the wheels, the brakes, the suspension, and all of what a car needs was still not there. So those prayers gave me an answer at the end of May, when I met somebody that was also in the network marketing industry, that has been 20 years with his company. And when we started talking about our visions, we found a common ground. We found that our visions were pretty alike, and that we were looking for the same tool for our distributors, that we were the type of founders that are focused on creating strong, long-lasting relationships with our distributors, with our partners, to build from the heart, to be honest, to put our values first, way first than the money, the compensation plans, and what unfortunately has affected this industry for decades. So these first talks ended up in a trip where he wanted to visit our plantations in Spain. So he flew there, and I'm gonna share a picture of that precise moment during that trip. He flew to our plantation, and maybe you have never seen this picture or our plantations, so I will explain a little bit further. But here you can see the Sanki partners, and in the middle, it's this visionary that I met just a couple of weeks before. He's the founder of Cinzino. Maybe you have heard of the company, maybe not. We're just beginning to grow in the USA, but he started his company 20 years ago. And when I first met him, we talked about financing a network marketing company, which is really difficult. The majority of the companies don't have the resources to grow the company fast or to keep it growing. Or when it slows down, the majority go bankrupt because they cannot sustain the decline. So we talked a lot about that because that is happening today. A lot of network marketing companies are disappearing or being acquired or are bankrupt, and the industry is consolidating. So he said the way I fixed this problem is to put the company in the stock market. So today Cinzino is a public company. They are in the Swedish stock market, which for me was amazing because it's about transparency, about showing your real numbers. And very, very few network marketing companies are in the stock market. The majority of them are privately owned, and nobody knows their numbers, their real numbers, because they are privately owned. So less than 10 companies of a $160 billion industry in the world are public. And some of them are American, a few European. Zinzino is one of those few companies that are in the stock market. So that was one of the main subjects that we discussed when we met the first time. The second one was around IT. What I was just telling you about the story, I just told you the story of what happened with our systems just in this year after meeting Angela and a lot of leaders in Florida that were really disappointed with our systems, and me feeling that we were always late. He asked me one question: how many programmers do you have inside your company? How many programmers can you pay in your payroll? And I said, two systems engineers. And he said, we have 60. And we also use Exigo, which we are using. And that is not enough. We're growing this 60 into 120. We will jump from 60 programmers to 120 programmers because that's the only way to keep the company at the growth that we're experiencing right now. Because this year, 2025, they will have a 60%, around a 60% growth or more, reaching a figure of $350 million in revenue and heading to 1 billion before 2028. So that's growth, that's momentum, but you need to be ready on the financial side, on your IT, and many other things. But we talked about the IT because for Sanki, that has been a huge challenge. And also the financial side of the network marketing companies is the margins are so low because you need to pay the compensation plan, the cost of the product, the costs of all the operation, the payroll, the marketing, the trips, the incentives. So the net profit for the majority of the network marketing companies is less than 5%. So with 5% net income, how much you can reinvest into the growth of the company? It's very difficult and it's very slow. So that's why a lot of the companies fail and they end up bankrupt or disappearing. So, or being acquired. So after this trip to Alicante, getting back to the picture, and after meeting Dr. Digit Edeas, he got really excited because he was looking for postbiotic technology. He was now into the microbiota testing, and he was really understanding the importance of the microbiome into your health, your wellness, and of course, the longevity. So we had an amazing day together. We exchanged our visions, what we were really looking for the next decades. We showed him some of our newest technologies that we haven't launched in Sanki, and he got really excited. That happened at the beginning of June. So after that, we started exchanging if we could work together, if we could find a way to be together, and we found it. So today, I'm very excited to share with you what we already have decided. It's a merger of these two companies, Zinzino and Sanki. This merger, because Zinzino is way bigger than Sanki in revenue, needs to have one compensation plan. We cannot have two. So we will be moving in January into Zinzino's compensation plan, and all the trademarks and the technology that is already in Sanki will be transferred to the Zinzino corporate and holding company, while the Sanki founders are getting an important amount of shares in Zinzino. So this is not a buyout. I'm not leaving. Dr. Bijit Edeas is not leaving. We are very excited of this new stage with new partners where we will be able to really achieve our vision, to have a global company that expands at the rhythm that we want with the right infrastructure on the IT, on the logistics, on all what is needed to grow a multi-billion-dollar company. The compensation plan is very solid, very, very strong, can pay millions of dollars per month in commissions, which is another issue in companies that really grow. Sometimes the compensation plans are modeled or designed for $10 million in sales or $50 million in sales or $100 million in sales, but not for $1 billion in sales. So you need to consider that as well while you're growing. And this company is set for that. Yesterday, I was in another meeting with Orion. His name is Orion, the founder of Zinzino. And he was saying something that it was the first time I hear him say it. We're becoming the NVIDIA of network marketing, and that tells you everything. We're becoming the fastest growing company in the industry, heading to $1 billion in sales. This year will end up in 350. Just this month, we'll be selling $50 million and growing really fast. So what I'm telling you is that from March, we will be in this rocket ship, not only a Formula One, we will be moving to a rocket ship out of this earth if you want to capture this opportunity. So this merger is very exciting for me because it's what I've been looking for. And our technology will continue. The Sanki products will continue. The Sanki brands, Belash, Kronui, Hasaki, Inner7 will continue, but not only in the 4 countries where we are today, but in more than 100 that they have today open. They have operations in 50 formally and another 50 that are about to be opened. So today, if you have potential customers in all these 100 countries, you will be able to sell them product and receive commissions for that. We have, of course, many countries, or the majority of the countries in Europe, because this company started in Norway and Sweden, Scandinavia. In Europe, almost any country in Europe is open. Asia is just opening, Australia, and of course, USA and Mexico, Canada, and South America are just being opened. Even though they have had operations in the USA for more than 6, 8 years, I don't know how many years, they still haven't exploded. Maybe you have never heard of Zinzino, which is amazing because they also have some technologies that we don't have in Sanki. So we're complementing both companies. And this is really exciting to offer you more products, more technologies for a better health, for at the end, more longevity. So we just announced the merger this last Saturday. It has been officially announced, and now we can publicly share it with everybody else. I would like to share a video of Dr. Diaz, where he talks about this merger.
Yes, thank you, member. I am very happy and proud to announce for you our partnership and evolution between Sanki and Zanzino. For the last 15 years, we have been working all very hard from Alejandro, who done amazing leadership from start in 2009 to 2025. So 15 years of evolution, 15 years of partnership and unity. Thanks to the top leaders with him, from Mariella to Casabal, Gerardo, David, and everyone else. I think at this time of our history, we need to evolve and match the evolution that the market wants. Evolve to be able to be better, better for our members, better for how to deliver the solution, the health solution for everyone, etc. Joining the Zanzino family is a very important milestone in Sanki life. Zanzino is about people and leadership, and at the top there is Orion, who is amazing visionary, who knows very well the health, and very impressive about the purpose of bringing the best health solution to everyone. He is right-handed by Doug, and amazing leader in terms of the marketing, the evolution of the supply chain, etc. So it's amazing partners that will bring this better vision for everyone. The Sanki and Zanzino share the same vision of improving the health of everyone. With Bilaj, we have been working for a long time to bring the best postbiotic solution that improve the health of everyone, energize everyone. And I hope now from this point we can reach more people in every country operating, and bring this health and energy to everyone everywhere. This is the vision for the future. It's we will continue to support this purpose, and I hope with the Zanzino team we will be able to do much more and much better to deliver in this amazing purpose of supporting the health of everyone. I wish the best for everyone. I wish that a new energy, new year 2026 comes and allow everyone to grow, and we hope to see everyone very soon. Thank you very much.
So this is Dr. Diaz's message, and I'm very thankful for being my partner for almost 16 years. It has been an amazing journey, and we have built now the foundation for this global explosion with now our Zinzino partners. And after this was signed immediately, I talked with the top leaders in Sanki in all the countries. We have a circle of champions where we have direct communication with all of them every week, every month, and we strategize, we plan the future with them. So immediately I had a meeting, a personal meeting with them, and I announced that we were flying to Oslo. We invited Angela because I truly believe that she will very soon become one of these leaders, part of the circle of champions. And I understood what she faced on the IT side and how she never quit and how she has always believed in me. And I think that her prayers as well sounded in eternity and above us with a God that is guiding all of us into this amazing journey of sharing life, of sharing prosperity, abundance, and of course, longevity. So here we are immediately, less than 1 week after we were all together in Oslo. And I'm sharing here some pictures of our first dinner there. Then we visited the manufacturing facilities of Zinzino in Norway, which are amazing, top-notch technology. I'm a chemical engineer, and I've been in a lot of manufacturing plants, as you know, and this is one of the best I have visited in the whole earth. And we started understanding a little bit more about their products and how they make synergies with the Sanki ones. And here we're inside of the facility, some of the machinery, and the oil that is used here. These big containers have the fish oil full of omega-3, and how we saw how this is bottled into the final product. After that visit, which was amazing, we moved to the Oslo Science Park. It's like the Silicon Valley of Norway. And there we met an amazing chemist or biochemist that has developed a dry blood test. He started more than 20 years ago, or around 20 years ago, developing this test. And he found Orion. And when Orion was launching Zinzino, he knew that nutrition needed to be test-based. I think that's the breakthrough in Zinzino. They're the first company that is what is called test-based nutrition. And when I say test, it's through a blood test. So the whole business model is sustained in taking a sample of your blood, a dry blood test that can be sent to this science park and then can be analyzed on how is your ratio of omega-6 versus omega-3, which I didn't know it was really important. That was the first test that they launched, and we visited the facilities to see all the machinery that they have now to handle thousands of tests per day, which is amazing. So they use robotic machinery that can test and give you results very, very fast with this huge volume of tests that is arriving every single day. So we visited these facilities, and we also knew that the new test that they just launched 2 months ago is a microbiome test, but it's not through fecal. It's not a fecal sample. So it's a dry blood test again, which is also amazing because this facilitates the whole business model, the sales process, the way we can talk about our products. because we have never had a blood test. We only had the scanners that can show you a before and after, and it's qualitative. You can see how your microcirculation changes, and we will continue using those scanners, which are amazing. But now we also have the support of a blood test-based nutrition. And there's no other, if you think about any other network marketing company or any nutritional company, forget about network marketing, there's no other company on earth that is doing this in such a responsible and honest way. Because through the blood sample, you have your result and you know how you are, and they guarantee a change in 120 days. In 4 months, they guarantee that you will see a dramatic change. And if you have that claim and you can sustain it through the results, the actions, then you have a very, very strong company. And that's what we have today. So the name of this lab is named Vitas, as you can see in this picture. And we visited this place, which was amazing. And Angela can share a little bit more of her experience while she was there. So we had some amazing days in Oslo with the founders of Zinzino. I'm here with Hilde, who is Orion's wife. She has been with him, and she founded Zinzino with him 20 years ago. So we're not talking about a new company that has been in 2 years in the market. They have now been 20 years. And just now they are exploding, which is amazing because now they are ready to explode. And here is Dag, the CEO, the executive that helped Zinzino go to the stock market and have this Swiss-made watch to sustain the whole corporate operation. We received some training. Here's a short video. I will run it fast, but you can see here Dag explaining some things of who is Zinzino. And well, the training was amazing on the products, the compensation plans, Zinzino values, their vision, etc. Some other pictures of the different dinners and meals that we shared together. And we have a surprise for you. Here's a song that Angela made for all of you guys with some pictures of the trip.
To companies that care, to legacies of over 20 years. Zinzino and Sanki, drawn from science, driven by heart, now standing side by side to change the world's health and wealth. Together, they're creating products that help people live longer, live stronger, and truly live their best life. Across 60 nations and counting, they're building a bridge between testing and transformation, between cells and soul, between knowledge and hope. Zinzino says, test, don't guess, because true wealth begins with truth, measured, proven, personal. Their vision, inspired, changing life, their mission. To uplift health and wealth through love, integrity, and care. Sanki whispers, regenerate and rise, born from decades of nanobiotech discovery. Their postbiotics reach every living cell, awakening longevity, restoring balance, bringing harmony back to the human story. Now, it's me so. It's destiny. Together, versions to a movement, an explosion of balance and evidence-based hope for generations to come. The need of time, the divine alignment, a fusion of purpose, packing the world to live with balance, energy, and light. Because when wisdom and wealth unite, the future begins to look bright.
So after seeing these pictures, I really get excited of what's coming. And I would like now Angela to share some of her thoughts after this amazing trip that we had. It was very fast, but I think it was also life-changing for her. So Angela, thank you for being here with us. And please share with all our network and our teams what has been all this news for you.
Alejandro, thank you for having confidence in me, and I couldn't be more excited. So I just want to thank my team for joining on. Get excited, Sanki USA Zinzino. We are exploding. I remember Alejandro meeting you January 11th, and I remember him saying that you can have the flip phone. Does anybody ever remember a flip phone? You can have the flip phone of wellness, or you can have the iPhone 16, which now I think is 18, right? And so what we have here with Zinzino and Sanki is we have two iPhones, top iPhones of health and wellness in a divine alignment that have come together in a blue ocean company. You guys, there is no one swimming by Sanki and Zinzino with the technology and what they have put together with evidence-based nutritionals. I want everyone to actually, whether you use ChatGPT or Google the future of evidence-based nutritionals. And was so honored, Alejandro, to go, not only to go to Norway, but really to meet the top leaders that Alejandro has fostered and grown over the years. Just 12 amazing leaders from Mexico, Peru, and Colombia. It was an honor to be with them and just see what they have created, but then to come together with a company that really has the same ethics, the same just wisdom and wellness vision of where we're going with these products is super exciting. And so in Norway, we had, like Alejandro said, the honor to go and see the manufacturing plants that you guys, Zinzino owns. So in terms of controlling sourcing, how they're put together, I mean, Zinzino actually owns the manufacturing plants. And then we went to Vitas Labs, and Vitas Labs, there are only 40 of these AI-driven machines in the world, and Zinzino owns most of them. And that's why we can actually send everything to Norway for testing, and it is a very reasonable price for testing, very accurate, and really providing people evidence-based nutritionals. And so you can actually see your base point, your starting point, and you can see how these amazing postbiotics and then the balancing oil are actually increasing your health and your nutrition, because as long as people stay on the products, every 4 months, they're sent a free test. Is that not crazy? It's this company is just going to explode. So another exciting thing is of the balancing oil that we are going to actually be one of the products that Zinzino brings to this alignment. 97% of the 1.5 million people that have been tested for the balance of omega-3 and omega-6, 97% of them have tested unbalanced. And so they have a statistic that after you take, as Alejandro said, this product for 120 days, their statistic is 95% actually get in alignment. So get excited, because we are really going to be offering just an amazing product that truly is a blue ocean company. So when we were in Vitas Labs, which, by the way, Zinzino is one of their major clients. They are a third-party testing lab, which I believe for all of us is important. It's amazing. They have vision for scaling, because we have truly a vision for growth. When I ask you, everyone on this line here, what is your vision for 2050? Can you tell me? Well, I can tell you, Zinzino can tell you what their vision for 2050 is. Is that exciting to be part of a company that actually has a vision for 2050? And that's 100 million clients in all the different nations. And my question to you is, how big of a piece of pie do you want of that? I was blessed here as I'm in the salon. We're having a viewing party downstairs. But this past month, I had a gal from Hungary that was staying here. And guess what? Zinzino we're in Hungary now. And so she's already ready to join on. So it's not exactly who you know now. It's who are you going to meet tomorrow, and just the amazing, 50 plus nations that we're going to have the ability to grow our business in. So, is anyone excited for that? Write something in the chat if that excites you. 50 different nations, not just the United States, not just Mexico, Peru, and Colombia. So super excited about that. But I truly do believe that this is a divine alignment. I have just been praying for guidance and vision, and I cannot be more excited, Alejandro, than to be aligned with you, and also with Orion and Hilda. Another super exciting thing, you guys, is Orion, Hilda, and Alejandro, they're going to be in the field growing the business with us as well. So how exciting is that, to have owners that actually understand what's going on with the back office, what's going on, with all of that. And lastly, one thing that I'm going to say is, when I met the CEO, DAG, he said, I am busier than ever, but I am having more fun than I have ever had. And it wasn't just words. It was true elation coming from him, because they're truly changing lives with health and wellness, and they're having fun doing it, and doing it in a very smart way. Their back office is stellar. And like I said, the product line between Sanki and Zinzino is truly a perfect match. And so get ready to take your first balancing test. I'm going to be transparent here. I just took my test, you guys. And a good score is 3-to-1 for omega-3, omega-6 ratio. It's actually omega-6 should be 3 and omega-3 should be 1. So a 3-1 ratio is good. You guys, I was 21-to-1, meaning my omega-6 is not good. So I am super excited to be on this journey of health with everyone, and seeing how my numbers are going to change, and just the testimonies that we're all going to have as we move forward, and just share the message of health with everyone throughout the world. So Alejandro, thank you for trusting in me. Our team will not disappoint you. I have several people that have already said we are already in our minds in Oslo in October when the conference is, and we are going big, and we're going to just make an explosion here in the United States and beyond. I've already got my first Hungarian consultant, so super excited. And Alejandro, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the hand of the Lord is on this Sanki Zinzino, merger. And get ready, because this truly are nutritionals with a purpose. And it's an honor to be a part with you, Alejandro. But all my teammates that I'm seeing here on the chat, and even the ones that aren't my teammates, you guys were in the right place at the right time, and we're moving forward, and super excited and blessed to have partnered with all of you. So Alejandro, thank you very much.
No, thank you. Thank you, Angela. Thank you for honest words. And by the way, have you taken omega-3 before?
I haven't. I really don't take omega-3. And I took a test, a mitochondria test, and it was actually a $600 test. And they did mention that my mitochondria was working amazingly well, thanks to our postbiotics. But they were saying that there were some leaks in my cell walls, which, the omegas really help to fortify the walls. So I really feel like this is just a divine, connection of what Sankey was missing in a way. And I've heard that even people who are taking omegas are coming up unbalanced, and it's really the special formula that Zinzino has created.
Exactly.
Yep.
It doesn't matter if you have been taking omegas from, we already, and you have the information because you're now in our Circle of Champions chat. And
right.
You have seen, there's, for example, one leader that has been taking omega-3s from a very well-known network marketing company in the stock market, USANA. And he has been taking these omegas, I think, for 20 years. And you saw the result.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if you take them or if you don't take them, the majority of those omegas, and I have also been taking omegas all my life from not network marketing companies. I usually buy them in Target, by the way, or CVS or whatever, in the USA when I go to the USA, and they didn't work. So immediately, when I received my result, I started taking the products a little bit before you, 2 months ago, 2 months and a half ago, and my ratio is now 4-1. I'm almost there, but still not balanced, and I've been taking our probiotics for 16 years. So as you said, in the cellular wall, the omegas are really needed for many, many, many metabolic processes, and for your health, omega-3 is very important. And we have a lot of omega-6 from all the fried oils, all the types of oils that are used in so many foods today. So the American diet, I'm sure maybe this 97% statistic will be even higher in the USA. So we have a huge opportunity. Nobody on earth has what we have now. And we will keep our brands. The Lash, they were asking what's the name of the new company. It would be Zinzino, because Zinzino is already established in all these countries. The compensation plan will be Zinzino's. Angela already knows a little bit about the compensation plan. It's very solid. It has 15 different types of payments. So don't worry. We will train you on the products, on the vision, on the compensation plan, of course. And as you said, the Lord is guiding this journey. I feel pretty blessed. I feel that I'm just beginning, that I'm just starting, that I just started this new stage in my life. I feel stronger, faster, higher, more powerful than ever. And now I'm ready to also build with you guys. So beyond launching the postbiotics in the world, which is another of my challenges, which I will take gratefully and with honor. That is one of the other responsibilities that I will have, to launch postbiotics in the world, because we haven't launched them. We just have USA, Colombia, Mexico, and Peru. And in the coming months and years, we will be launching these postbiotics in all the world. And new technologies, which is also amazing. And I'm sure that will also get you very excited. We have some amazing breakthrough technologies from 2025, which Sanki didn't have. But now with this global vehicle infrastructure, we will be able to launch them. So I think that is also pretty exciting for all of us, because we will have better technologies to continue serving the lives of all the people out there. The vision, 100 million customers in 2050, $1 billion in 2028. That's just
around the corner.
2 years ago, 2 years away, you know. So we really are getting into the right timing of the wave, which is also very important in business. The timing couldn't be better. And for the USA, imagine, do you know which is the biggest market for Zincino today? Germany.
Germany.
Germany. And USA, just listen to this. USA will be the biggest market in Zincino, and because of us, very fast.
Yes.
So make it happen. Let's put all our efforts and our passion, our commitment to build this as we deserve. And we will be visiting you very soon.
Our team is ready. You know, one question was, someone was asking, when can they take the test, and like, when will the omega balancing oil be available?
To have them ready even before we move the network, the Sanki network, the complete network with your active and inactive distributors will be moved to Zincino beginning of January. The date that they have given us is January the 8th. So before that, we will continue the Sanki plan. You need to close the year strongly. We are very excited of what's happening with all the energy of all the network, and USA needs to also grow as we're experiencing in the other markets. People are super excited, and I think now you are. So you can continue growing and being paid through the compensation plan of Sanki, and that we will pay every cent of the compensation plan of Sanki until this is moved. So you can reactivate your inactive distributors, you can connect with new ones, because all the database will be moved completely to Zincino. So I think that means also a big opportunity to reconnect, because I know on our side, the corporate, we failed many times on the replicate websites, on the systems, the placements of the new distributors, new customers below you. And I'm sorry for that, but I told you I will find the solution, and I found it. So
yeah.
We will be having all of that in these coming weeks. So continue growing, keep the excitement, and get ready for the momentum. So these 2 months are very, very strategic. If you grow and you continue and you start really growing, at the end of this year, you will start in Zincino in momentum in January, versus just wait until January to see how this starts, and you will be out of rhythm. So that's what we're doing, and that's why I've been traveling all around nonstop, and we will be together in Colombia, and John, seeing you there.
Yes. So Alejandro has invited me to Colombia, and I'm looking forward to going to the leadership training there. And, you know, just remember, every Thursday at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time, I have a Zoom you can invite guests to. And then every Thursday night here at 25 West College Avenue Salon and Spa, we do microcapillary testing and a presentation. And so everyone's welcome. So let's finish out this year strong, and just go into the new year with a lot of momentum, as Alejandro said. So Alejandro, you said that there's a potential that we might be able to sell the oil in December.
Beginning of December, that's the plan. We will be selling it with Sanki points in the
Right.
plan. The exact date, I don't have it, but it will be the first week of December. That's
right.
a fact.
And I've already come up with an exciting song to help us promote that as a gift for Christmas.
I saw it. Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. So that will be the test and the oil that we can encourage people to give the gift of health for the holidays, which would be really phenomenal. So great.
Yeah, they are asking for a post of your Zoom. I don't know if you have it here, so we can post it on this Zoom call.
Yes, in terms of
Judy asked that.
Yes, on it's just the Zoom ID is just my phone number, which I'll post in the chat here. But that's Thursday at 1:30 Eastern Standard Time is the Zoom. And yeah, my Zoom ID, I'll post in the chat.
Perfect.
So
around the compensation plan, we will start giving you trainings. Fabi, Angela, and other leaders that are involved in this transition. Even Alex Hoffman can start giving some training. So don't worry, we will give you all the information about the compensation plan and how it works. What Orion recommended is that we just focus on what they call the customer journey, and they have a very strong plan for customers. Actually, the ratio is the biggest on earth, 25-1 in Europe. It's crazy. That's true residual income. We will explain that further. And also they have a fast-card, and they have weekly payments, monthly payments, ranks, car bonus, cell phone bonus, trips every single year, conventions. It's crazy. So let's get ready. Let's make it happen. Thank you for being here tonight, and see you very soon. All my blessings. Thank you.
And the one thing that I was going to mention too is there's something called Zinzino TV with a lot of trainings, and that's something that they could plug into as well.
Thank you, Angela, and thank you, Alejandro. And please stay tuned on our social media and your emails and text messages. We're working for a Q&A document where a lot of answers are going to be there. I know that you have maybe a bunch of questions today, and we're preparing as well something that is going to excite you guys a lot. So just stay tuned on your text messages, emails, or our social media. Contact Angela, contact me, or Alejandro, and definitely we're here to support you in this amazing transition. Thank you, everybody.